Hello and welcome. This is Varun, Technical Advisor, Design and Prototyping and Educational Consultant for Tutormash.com. In this session, we will be discussing about annotations in AutoCAD. Tables play an essential role in drawing. It is usually used to represent the data sheets of the drawing. It can be any values which you need to refer while you're designing your drawing. Normally, tables are really useful for civil engineers for showing their schedules and their data listed in the drawing. Now let's see the table command in the software. Now, in order to insert the table, you can go and click on the table icon available here. The first and the foremost option which is available here is table style. As we know that we have already learned about multi-leader style, text style and many more. In table also we have table styles. Defaultly there is only one style of table. We can add table style by clicking on table style, or we can go to the menu bar and go for format and find table style under that. For the time being, let us continue with standard table style. The next option that is available is insert options. The insert option determines the data which you want to insert in the table. The first option that is available is start from empty table. This option will help you to insert an empty table where you can insert the data manually. The next one is from a data link. In this option, a data link can be provided to input as a table. It can be an Excel file or any data which you have saved in your computer. And the last one is from object data in the drawing. It will include all the geometric, non-geometric, text and 3D data which will be aligned as a table and been inserted in your drawing. The next option that we have to learn is insertion behavior. In the insertion behavior, the first one is specify insertion point. This will help you to specify the insertion point of the table in the drawing. The next one is specify window. This will help you to specify a window in the drawing where you want to insert the table. Usually specify window option is free to show the dimension, whereas specify insertion point is constrained with the dimension. So being in the option with specify insertion point, I will go for the next option, that is column and row settings. In the column and row settings, the first option deals with the column settings. That means how many numbers of columns you need and what is the width of each columns. The next one is data rows and row heights. The last one is cell styles. Cell style determines how you want to denote each cell. That is, the first row in the default condition is title. You can change the title to header if you want. So it will be like this. So normally and defaultly it is always title, so that you can give a title name for the table. And the second row will be header, whereas the other rows will be the data which you want to input. So being in the default condition, I will put OK and insert my table somewhere here like this. So as you can see that the table is activated with the multi-line text option. So the text editor dialog box has been put up. So here I will give the title as table title. Now when you press enter, it will go to the next row. So here I will put the name as A, the header. And when you press tab, it will go to the next cell. Let it be B, let this be C, D, and the last one be E. When I press enter, it will come to the bottom cell. You can use the arrow keys to surf over the cells. This time I will give the value as 1, then 2, then 3, and so on. And when you press enter, this completes your table. Similarly, when I go for the table command again, this time I will go for the specify window option. And I will press OK and insert like a window like this. So when you go on inserting, it will increase the number of rows in your table like this. So as usual, you can input the data like this. So it will be very easy to input the data according to the need and requirement. Now consider I have a predefined data available in my system. So in order to insert it as a table, we can go for the option table again and go for the second one, that is from data link. When I click this one, it is showing no data links has been found. When you click this one, it's also showing no list. So that means I can go to the link manager like this and I can create a new Excel data link. So let me name the new Excel data link as sample. Correct. And I will press OK to create a new Excel data link as sample. So this will bring about another dialog box where you can browse the file. So I will browse the file from here. Let me select this as the file and press open. So you can see that this file has been loaded and it is showing as a sample here. You can adjust the data of the link, or you can just press OK to load the sample here like this. Correct. Now when you press OK, this sample will be loaded as a preview here like this. Now when I press OK, it will be inserted as a table in your drawing. So this is pretty easy to work with a predefined Excel sheet and input it as a data in your drawing. Now consider this as my drawing. This drawing has lots of lines, circles, layers and different parameters which we have learned earlier. So you can insert the drawing parameters as a table too. So for that I will go for the table option which is available here, and I will go for the last option among the insert option, that is from object data in the drawing. So when you click this one and press OK, it will lead you to another table which will help you to extract the data of your drawing. The first and the foremost page of this wizard will help you to export to an external file. Normally the external file is .dxe or .blk file. So I will create it as a new data extraction. So I will go for next. So now it is asking where you want to create the extraction. So I will create the extraction as sample with the file type as .dxe in my desktop and press save. So now you can see that the data extraction has been made. Let it remain the same. I will go for the next option. Now it is asking that what all objects we want to extract from the drawing as in the table. So as you can see here, the list is arc, circle, hatch, line and etc. Let it be the same. I will put next. Now it is asking what all parameters do you want to insert in the table. That means whether it is angle, area, associative, author and etc. So there are a lot of fields which you can enter in the table along with the objects. So you can filter the category. So let me filter the category for the time being as I don't need 3D visualization, I don't need leaders, I don't need miscellaneous and I don't need pattern. So that will bring about only few fields which will be inserted in the table. So I will press next. Now it has already combined all the data as a table. You can see as a full preview to see how the table looks like. So it is very good. Now when I close this one and I will press next to continue. You can insert the data extraction table into the drawing by checking this option, and also you can save the output data as Excel file to your computer. So let me save the Excel file in my desktop with the name as sample and save it. I will press next. Now it is asking the parameters of the table. With the default value, I will go for the next and finish it. Now it will take a couple of minutes to extract the data and insert as a table in your drawing. AutoCAD is now asking that the table exceeds 2000 cells. That means the table is quite large to be inserted. You can put yes to continue the table insertion anyway, like this. And it will be extracting the data which will be inserted in your drawing, like this. So let me specify the insertion point somewhere here, and the table will be made in your drawing. When you zoom in, you can see that all the data will be listed according to the table, like this. So that's how you insert the object data as table in your drawing. So now let's move on to the next topic of this session. Table style. Table style will help you to adjust the table styles which you insert in your drawing. It is same as of text style, multi-leader style and dimension style. As usual, here we have a table style dialog box from where you can go for modify or new. When you click on the modify icon, you will get the next dialog box, which is modify table style dialog box. In this, you can adjust the table style, which includes the color, the style of the text, the borders, cell styles and many more. So now let's see these options in the software. So in order to access the table style, we can come over format option which is available here, clicking on it and find table style. This will bring about the dialog box table style. It is same as of text style, multi-leader style which we have discussed earlier. Here you can create new table style or you can go for modified table style. For the time being, we will be going for the modified table style like this. When you click on the modified table style, it will bring about the modified table style dialog box. The first option is to select the starting table. So that means you can select any table from where you want to start. The next option is general, which will help you to select the table direction. It can be down or up. Defaultly, we always go for down. The next option is cell style. Cell styles will help you to toggle between different cell styles available here and change their parameters as given here. That means now the default style is title. You can change the general properties, text and borders for the cell style title exclusively. let me change the color for the title to make it as green, and for the text, you can select the text style which you have created. Similarly, under the borders, you can change the border styles and append according to the need. Let me go for the next cell style, that is header, and change the color to be magenta, like this. So like that, you can do your own adjustments in the table style and press OK and close to change the table styles like this. So as you can see here, it has already appended on the table styles which we have inserted here. It won't reflect any changes in the data inserted as a table here because it doesn't come under the table style which we have done. The next option that we have to learn is Raster Image Attach and Image Edit. Raster Image Attach will help you to attach an image to your drawing. Normally this is useful while you are giving detailing to your object, or it is also useful when you have the image shot of your drawing and you can make this drawing as a reference drawing and draw your own section over that drawing. So now let's see these options in the software. In order to attach the raster images to our drawing, we have to type image attach like this and press enter. So now this will bring about the select reference file dialog box. So from here you can select any image file which is supported in AutoCAD. So I have already selected this drawing and put open, which will bring about the attach image dialog box. So from here you can adjust few things, that is you can specify the insertion point manually like this or specify on screen. Then you can give a scale factor or specify the scale factor on the screen also, and also you can give the angle. For the time being I will uncheck this one and give the scale factor as 1. Pressing OK, I will insert my image somewhere here like this. So now you can see that your image has already been inserted in your drawing like this. So this will help you to insert any images to your drawing. Now in order to access the image edit, we can select the object like this. This will bring about the image editing tab like this, where you can adjust the brightness, the contrast and fade. Normally we use the fade to fade the drawing so that we can draw over the object like this and complete our own drawing over that. Similarly, you can adjust background transparency, clipping boundary, that is you can make a clipping boundary like this so that you can clip the object and show only the part wherever you need. You can remove the clip and you can also add external references. So that's the end of this session and we hope you understood well. Keep posting your queries and feedback, and for more videos log on to www.tutomash.com. Thank you.